Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Thank you for joining me. I'm out here right now getting a massage. I am on a massage bed right now. I just want to stop by and say what's up and keep talking about this fight. Hopefully, have some more subscribers and hopefully have some more watch hours. Anyway, how y'all doing today? So the question is, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is fighting July 20th. I need to know who is a Jake Paul fan. How many of y'all are Jake Paul fans? How many of y'all Mike Tyson fans? Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, people Jake Paul does have fans. Even though a lot of people don't like Jake Paul, he actually has fans. Most of his fans are young kids. Don't get me wrong, but but it's still fans. Remember, Jake Paul was a Disney kid first, then a big time YouTuber, still is, and he transitioned into becoming a professional boxer and throwing on big high fights. Now he's fighting Mike Tyson on July 20th. It's not a professional fight; it's an exhibition. But you know, you're gonna get paid. This is the first time Netflix is doing a live sporting event, so that's gonna be pretty cool. So Jake Paul, Mike Tyson are fighting July 20th. Are you a fan of Jake Paul? Let me know because Jake Paul has a lot of fans, but usually they're young, like high school kids or just young, young kids. That's who his fans are. And at the end of the day, it's he's making money from this fight. Mike Tyson, do you think Mike Tyson is gonna win, y'all? Let me know, chat. I think Mike Tyson is gonna knock him out. I think Mike Tyson is gonna knock him out with some body shots. Here are the rules for the fight. The rules for this fight is no judges. They can each fighter can only win by knockout. 2 minute rounds instead of 3 minute rounds. Okay, 2 minute rounds instead of 3 minute rounds. The rules. Um, and they're using 16-ounce gloves. So Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are going to be fighting with 16-ounce gloves. As a reference, pro boxers usually wear 10-ounce gloves, but they're wearing 16-ounce gloves. The bigger the gloves mean the less chances of someone getting knocked out. I see Mike Tyson training recently, and Mike Tyson for 58 years old looks good training. You know, Tyson looks pretty good training. Okay, do I think I'm worried about Mike Tyson getting tired? Okay, the rounds are only 2 minutes, so in 2 minutes he shouldn't get as tired because usually boxing rounds are 3 minutes each. This fight has 2 minutes around. But my question I'm asking y'all is, are y'all Jake Paul fans? Who likes Jake Paul? I would say this. I I respect Jake Jake Paul. 'Cause Jake Paul is actually training for real. Um, he Jake Paul is taking boxing seriously. Okay, Jake Paul is definitely taking boxing seriously. So I'll give him that. But the problem with that, usually pro boxers start at an early age. The good boxers especially start at 10 or 9 years old. Right? Jake Paul started boxing in his 20s. Okay, he came a long way, but he will never be an elite pro boxer. Never say never, but chances are he will never be an elite pro boxer. Okay, so I don't see him being a champion at all. I just don't. Because it takes years and years. It takes decades to develop the confidence to go out there and duke it out with some elite boxers. Boxing is a dangerous sport, y'all. I do MMA, but boxing is a dangerous sport, and you really got to start young if you want to be a boxer. You really got Deontay Wilder, I believe, started a little older than usual, but these pro boxers start at 8, 9, 10 years old. Do a lot of and usually pro boxers have dozens, hundreds of amateur fights first, right? Most, some of y'all don't know that. most of the pro boxers you see had like dozens of amateur fights first. I think Mayweather had like over 100 amateur fights. I have to double check. Yeah, some fighters, these boxers be having, I mean, a lot of amateur fights. Amateur fights are usually 2 minute rounds, I believe, with headgear, but you know, the boys can still swing though, and so that's the thing. That's why I said Jake Paul's a little late to the party, but hey, never late than never. My first MMA fight was age 33, and that's definitely old. You know, most guys who do MMA don't start fighting at age 33. So I was definitely, late to the game. But I guess the good thing about starting late, in boxing and MMA is that at least your body's not beat up from all those. At least your body's not beat up. Okay. So Jake Paul, because he started so late in boxing, technically he has low boxing miles, we call it. Okay. So how can Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson? No. I mean, I don't say no. Can Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson? I don't see it happening. I think Mike Tyson is way too experienced, way too powerful, way too good. Mike Tyson has been in the ring with the best, and Jake Paul is not one of the best. Sorry, Jake Paul. No offense. Would I fight Jake Paul? We're not in the same weight class at all. Not even close. Jake Paul walks around 200 pounds. I fight at 145 pounds. So, in my prime, would I fight Jake? See, that's the thing though. When it comes to martial arts or boxing and stuff like that, skill usually beats somebody who's inexperienced. But if both guys are skilled, then size comes into factor. Okay, even though even though I'm a cage fighter, I had two kickboxing fights, tons of grappling tournaments. Jake Paul has been training also, and Jake Paul is just bigger, he's just bigger. So, back in my fighting days, I never turned down a fight, but Jake Paul it, Jake Paul is a big boy. So what would I fight Jake Paul if I had the chance? That means that we have to meet at a weight that's optimal for both of us. That means that I'll have to at least fight at 190, and I never fought that high before. The highest I ever fought was at 160. Believe it or not, y'all, the highest weight I ever fought was at 160. So me fighting at 190, I just won't be the same fighter. But let's just say hypothetically, let's just say me and Jake were the same size. Would I fight him in boxing? Oh, for sure I will. Would I beat Jake Paul in boxing? Just pure boxing? If you give me time to train, I think I will give him. I think I could give him. I think I could compete with Jake Paul in boxing. I really think so. Because when I fight, I don't try to go for knockouts all the time. I don't stand still also. So would I beat Jake Paul? I don't know if I would beat him, but see, it's just so much is involved though. Again, we don't fight at the same weight class, not even close. Because usually when I fight, I use my speed against my opponents. Would I fight Jake Paul in MMA? Oh, for sure I will. For sure I will. Oh, I'll fight anybody in MMA. I will beat Jake Paul in MMA. I think so. I heard that he wrestled before, but I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if he really wrestled. But it's just hypothetical. But I'm not fighting Jake Paul. Mike Tyson's fighting Jake Paul. I guess I said all that to say, if I fight Jake Paul in boxing at the same weight, if I don't win, I don't see him knocking me out. But Mike Tyson is a professional boxer. That's my whole point in this. I think Mike Tyson. That's how I know Mike Tyson is gonna knock out Jake Paul because Mike Tyson is way better than me in boxing, obviously. Way more powerful than me in boxing, obviously. You know. And if Mike Tyson hits Jake Paul clean, he's not used to that. What's up? What's up, YouTube? Play button. Cool name. I want to know, are you a Jake Paul fan? Um, do you think Jake Paul is winning? I think Mike Tyson is gonna win. So even though they're using bigger gloves, I think Mike Tyson is gonna win by TKO, third round, maybe fourth round. Okay. I don't see Jake Paul hitting Mike Tyson clean. My only thing is Mike Tyson gonna get tired? That I don't know. Mike Tyson might get tired, y'all. Even though the rounds are only 2 minutes long, he still might get tired if the fight goes on. I don't know how many rounds this fight is gonna be. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be 10 rounds. 10 rounds at 2 minutes apiece. That's 20 minutes. It's exciting though. It's exciting. I'm gonna watch it. Hopefully y'all can join me on July 20th and watch it with me. I'm not gonna show the live. Obviously, I'm not gonna show the fight live on my channel, but we can all react to it together. I think Mike Tyson is gonna punish this kid. I think Jake Paul bit more off than he could chew. Um, I think Jake Paul is gonna get knocked down. I think he might get TKO'd. Um, for Jake Paul, this is a lose-lose situation for Jake Paul. If he wins, he loses. If he loses, he loses. And Mike Tyson, it's a win-win for him because of his age and because he's such a legend. So let me know what y'all think. Are you a fan of Jake Paul? If you're a fan, don't be shy. Let me know. If you're a fan of Jake Paul, let me know. Don't be shy. You know. I don't dislike the guy. I think Jake Paul trains hard. I think he's definitely dedicated to this boxing game. But I just think he's behind when it comes to skills because he took so long to get started. You know? So it's fun times. Fun times we're living in. I will say this, Jake Paul is much better than his brother. Jake Paul is a much better boxer than Logan Paul, by far. If those two was to fight, Jake Paul would knock him out. But I don't think they should fight. I don't think brothers should fight in any type of MMA or boxing or whatever. You know? I just don't think so. And they talked about fighting each other before. Logan Paul said he'll beat Jake. Jake said he'll beat Logan. But I don't think they should be fighting ever. I don't think brothers should be fighting. Now, in MMA and boxing, friends have fought before. Training partners have fought before. But I don't think relatives should box. I don't think relatives should fight each other. I just don't because whoever wins is going to, it's going to be awkward at the barbecue. It's going to be awkward at house, at family reunions, especially if one knocks each other out. If one knocks them, the other out. So I don't think Logan Paul and Jake Paul should fight. So can Jake Paul win this fight, y'all? Let me know. Can Jake Paul win this fight? No. I mean, anything can happen. I'm not gonna say no. Anything can happen. Jake Paul can throw a punch and rock Mike Tyson. What happens if Jake Paul throws a punch and it hits Mike Tyson? That can happen also. Jake Paul does hit hard now. Say what you want to say. Jake Paul actually hits hard. He really, really does. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be something that we are gonna be look forward to. Oh, by the way, please, y'all, don't forget to subscribe and like the channel and show some love with a super chat. But so for those of y'all who don't know, I am a fighter myself. I'm an MMA fighter, a Muay Thai kickboxer, and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I have over 30 or 40 fights combined. when it comes to jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and MMA. I tried it for UFC a long time ago. I met Dana White. I met so that's a little bit about me. So thank you for joining my page, everybody. Thank you for checking out my live. Now, can Mike Tyson go? Let's say the fight goes the distance. Is Mike Tyson gonna have enough energy to go 10 rounds? If it is 10 rounds, that's a good question to ask, y'all. At 58 years old, is Mike gonna have the energy to go 10 rounds? The stamina to go 10 rounds? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Tyson. If Jake Paul pushes the pace, if Jake Paul puts pressure on Mike Tyson for the whole 10 rounds, that might get Tyson tired. You know. I mean, if Jake Paul was smart, he would put pressure on Mike Tyson, make him work, make him work. But anyway, everybody, just want to say thank you for joining me. I appreciate y'all. Okay, check me out. Check me out for my next live. All right. Until then, I'll see y'all guys. Wait, I don't want to go yet. Give me a second. One more thing. If Mike Tyson wins, is he gonna fight again? Because Mike Tyson is 58 years old. I mean, Holy, Holy, Holyfield fought a few years ago. He was like 50 something. Mike Tyson should not fight again. I'm sorry. I would never tell a grown man, what to do. But Mike Tyson, here's some hit, Mike Tyson. Don't fight again after this. Okay? Mike Tyson is gonna get the bag in this. Gonna get paid. Jake Paul gonna get paid. So, alright, y'all. I'm gonna check you out later. Okay? Peace. Thank you for joining me.